And now you're going to switch over to the 56 burr and start prepping it, or 57, which I've got right here. So remember what Dr. Tucker said, that we're not only leaning this buccolingual, we're also going mesial distal. Mesial distal and buccolingual. Okay? So I'm going to start just with the buccal first, and I'm going to lean the burr towards the buccal. Well, the shadow's not working, so. Okay. And I'm leaning to the buccal here. And over here, I'm lifting the burr up. You remember what Dr. Tucker said? Lift the burr up. And then here, I'm going more mesially and tipping the burr more towards the mesial. And I'm getting my extensions out first. I'm not dropping the box at this point. Too much light. Way more, yeah. So then we're going to go ahead and do the other side. We're going to prep the distal, lean it distally, and then we're going to lean it towards the buccal. And go around that buccal cusp, and we lean it distal when we get in this groove area, and the mesial when we get on this groove, and wrap around that buccal cusp, and then get our extension out towards the lingual. Okay, and then we kind of take a look and we evaluate the draw.
Only one.
Okay, and see if we got a good draw. A little hard to see. Let me get the air squirt gun thing in Majiggy in there. Squirt it real good. Okay, good. And then we see we were a little tight here, but you know, one of the views that I was discussing this with a student on Friday that's really helpful is to look at the tooth from the facial, from the front of the patient. Don't always work from the 11 o'clock position. Sometimes it's really nice to look at the patient from the front, and then you'll be able to see right down the tooth for any undercuts. You see that right there? That's a really unique view. You can see the draw on that mesial portion. Where is it? There we go. Leaning buccally and leaning lingually very, very easily. Okay? So you can see that there may be just a little bit more draw needed on this lingual side, but that's kind of a nice view to look at. And what you should be trying to find in your preparation is an inlay within an inlay. And what I mean by this, look at the shadow. So if you look at the distal, you see you have this little wall shadow all the way around, and we just need a little more draw over here on the buccal, and that's about it for step number one. Okay? So we'll just, if you guys can do your best with the focus machine over here. It's hard because I'm wearing my loops and you can't see. Okay. So remember, lean the burr towards the distal and here, towards the buccal over here, and towards the mesial over here. I don't know if that's, can you coach me? Lope. Coach me which way I should hold the thing. Help me, help me.
So they can sort of see how you're prepping.
Well, that's a little too much, isn't it?
There.
Really? Why?
Because they
that much?
only see the head of the handpiece.
Oh, I thought they saw more than the head of the handpiece. Okay.
Now they're seeing how you prep.
You see how I'm leaning that towards the lingual, and then here leaning it towards the distal? And then we're leaning it towards the mesial here, and going around. This is I'm using a 56, so I could use a 57 here. And you may find a few areas that you don't like, that you need to fix. Is it focused? Okay. Like a little bit of a rough wall. And at this point, make your pulpal wall nice and flat. You know, and if you need to smooth that off a little bit, do that. Evaluate your draw, and then so you can see the draw is all over the whole preparation. It's all there, okay? And probably need to be a little bit more rounded here on the facial.